Hey guys, and welcome back to Outer Worlds. We're going to be continuing exactly where we left off. We're going to be going ahead and trying to get a core for this beautiful spaceship that we got. But mainly in this video, we're going to be actually trying to get our hands on companions, two of which that we can get access to pretty quick here, which, considering my whole build, is based around that. So we need to get companions ASAP.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. I'm afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Really? After I patched up your friend?
Yeah, fair point. I'll let it go this time. If you're looking to help us out with our marauder problem, talk to Constable Reyes over in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Alrighty, thank you for just killing those marauders for me. Didn't need to do a damn thing. Although we can kill. It's not like a... Yeah, even with, it's just like the difference between one-shotting something with a sniper gun build with some stealth, to just me looking at an enemy and having my companions punch them in the face 3 times, something like that. Oh, we may need to at least put 20 points in here to get the tactical time dilation hit effects, which is really, really good and allows me to kind of support my allies, even though I don't deal a crazy amount of damage. Yes. Well, fuck me, I guess, which is not. Can I... No, they're enemies. You won't be able to talk. Won't be able to talk my way out of it, unfortunately. We can't just go this way, though. We'll be fine. So we will. We'll just say, screw those enemies. Walk right on by them until I get my companions. I could normally take them if I invested a little bit into guns, but the fact that I don't puts you at quite a disadvantage. But even still, I just know how strong companions can be, so that's why we're just kind of banking on that. But here's this random dude.
Whoa, hey. Where'd you come from?
Yeah. Also, I don't talk over dialogue. Hopefully that's evident. But yeah.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
Mm-hmm. Just passing through.
Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
Nice to meet you. I'm Alex Hawthorne, captain of the Unreliable.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
I'll be back. Or just see ya. We're moving on. Yeah, there's a side quest that he gives us, but it's just kind of boring though. It's not like that interesting or anything like that. But because morality doesn't exist in this game, or at least not the ones you're used to, steal everything, even though it is stealing. But yeah, it like unlike Fallout, which I'm so happy about this, you can steal something without any if people catch you, then it's a problem. But even then, you can just, if you have a good persuasion skill, you can just basically tell them to, no, I wasn't. I'm totally not robbing you blind. What are you talking about? Which is great because that would actually advise you having a good persuade or a good intimidation or something like that. This game does an amazing job of giving value to skills, not just feeling like there's only one kind of opportunity for that skill to shine, which is great. Also, I like the idea that there's no real morality, at least when it comes to stealing. Although, yes, stealing isn't great, but when it's like either that or you die from a bandit, I mean, it's a big deal. Anyways, as much as this is cool and this is Edgewater, and there's plenty of things for us to do, like talk to this lady over there, we're just going to go ahead and try to get our companions as quick as we possibly can.
Lost a finger in it.
Also, there's a dodge. So if you want to do some melee stuff, you can. Anywho, we're just going to go onward and upward, talk to the mayor of this town, and get things moving.
Miss Holcomb, I need to explain this with less of the grease monkey, Argo.
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The can's bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson, I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Hello?
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
This guy's a real bastard. We couldn't tell, kind of a piece of shit. Anyway, you must be the town boss.
I'm Reed Thompson. outpost administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Uniform? I don't know what you're talking about.
Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
Let's skip the small talk. I've got a ship that needs a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Got it. Let's hear it.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
When you say most likely abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
I don't think these people would take kindly to losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
How can I help?
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
All right, Reed. I'll see what I can do to help you.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Leave conversation light. Let's get going. All right, so companions. So as you guys can see, we have the companion Parvati, something like that. Parvati, who is the sweetest and most lovable companion that in the entire game. She is just the best. But anyways, companions can provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills, so meaning Parvati gives me engineering and persuade, which is crazy because those are both things that you use constantly. And yeah, also they can give you increased carrying capacity, all good things. There's not enough incentives to not have companions, if that makes any sense. Yes, also you have special skills for them, which are great, and deal a boatload of damage if you invest in them. Cool. Let's talk to Parvati.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Awesome. Also, this is one of those games that's super weird to where you have to like look at the person or to hear anything from them, which is just stupid. But yeah, also that dude's weird. He's not evil. He's just kind of an asshole. like what do you call it? He's the person that shouldn't have been boss, but was just chosen to be boss because of seniority or whatever it is. But yeah, we're gonna do something good. I promise.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
Absolutely.
Can we chat?
You don't have to say sorry.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Figured. Reed doesn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
I don't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got issues.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but Every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Yes, yes, that's the other companion that we'll be attaining. So as it couldn't hurt, we'll stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be hurting all the right people, and not the ones that are innocent. That's kind of not really a thing in this game, but you get the point. Anyways, let's go talk to the vicar and get a quest that he needs us to get done.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yeah, so this basically is the religion of the game. The vicar is basically like a priest, and all that. So let's get into it. Hello. Quick save, just for safety in case I fuck something up.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
Parvati wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut off power to Adelaine's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
Okay, so what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Right, just talk everybody into coming together. I'll keep that in mind.
If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
And why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Hell yes. A handsome sum, you say? Tell me more.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
I'll look for the book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Got it, yes. We will do this after we give him the book. Things happen, and yeah. But we're going to go ahead and try to get that book as soon as we possibly can, which is right here, right? Yeah, Max. Yeah, Max is a weird one. Max is like a priest who has a very short fuse until you do his companion quest and then things level out. But, yeah, very, very angry man. You'll see this as soon as we give him the book. But, yes, we're just going to make a beeline right for that. Hopefully we don't interact with too many things that want to rip our face off and all that. All we got to do is go to the left, it looks like. We also have 1,000 shovels, like a stupid amount of shovels. Also, we got our girl Parvati right here. Shows she has one of the best, if not the absolute best ability in the game. Companion ability, sorry. Basically, she puts all enemies on their ass and does a very giant AoE, like splash effect. Like this. Pow! And that puts them on their ass, and it's just, you can just smack them in the face like this. Oh, yep, that's a lot, though. Parvati, I'm gonna need you just to survive for an amount of time. Not the most specific thing, but I have to say something. Parvati! Fuck that person up, because he seems giant. Also, I really need to get guns +5 so that I'm able to do something helpful. Because right now I am pretty goddamn useless. Oh, it hurts. Is he alive? He is. Parvati, I'm gonna need you to try to... Well, he's dead. Have you got him? You got him. Well, I need to get you a better weapon. If you're gonna be my like person that kills everything. This is a bit rough right now. Again, when I first played, I was smart enough to put some points into guns. So yeah, also we are gonna give Parvati that damn gun. Which is really good for companions because they have like no reload speed, kind of negative, which is perfect. So they can just keep laying into people. Or sorry, there's no like ammo restriction. They just keep shooting through everything. But this though is quite something.
Heads down.
Because there's a bunch of enemies here. So yeah. Do this. Do this.
Fix you right up.
A bunch of enemies on their ass. Parvati, fuck him up. Okay, maybe we should have focused on this guy. The guy that's a problem. Like a giant problem, Parvati. There we go. Do that.
I'm going.
No, do your move. There we go. Bang. Now I gotta go kill him real quick because I'm gonna lose sight of him. Fuck him up, Parvati. Atta girl. Nice job. A-grade stuff. A-grade stuff. Do. We're gonna loot everything. Let's get some points into guns, even just the slightest bit. There we go. Okay, great. So we can access the tactical time dilation effects. So whenever we shoot someone in the skull, that will make them blind, which will help our companions a great deal. Lockpicking is also important. I don't think I think you need around 40 persuasion, but I think Parvati's helping us get there. Again, right now me and Parvati are both pretty weak. But eventually, we'll get to a point when Parvati gives me like 50 extra, convincing or whatever it is, persuade, sorry, and all that. So yeah. Also, science is equally good. Yeah, I'm not gonna invest much into like guns because I just find that's I don't know. I like having all the options at my disposal. You know, get this. That tells us where the book is. If you guys want to read it, you can. I'm not that guy. I'm not the guy who's like, look at all this lore. Like, what do you call it? I just played a game called Code Vein, which is a fantastic game, by the way. A bit challenging, kind of like a Dark Souls-y game, but still. That game has a fantastic way of doing lore. Basically, you're just walking through like a fever dream, and it's real entertaining. But yeah, see, if we had like 10 lockpicking, the amount or the cost of lockpicking would be higher. And oftentimes it's not worth it, at least in the beginning. All crimes, yeah, so we should have been crouched and all that. Yeah, 25. That's not good enough. Let's reload. Sometimes they're worth it, but other times not so much. Well, I guess it's just saying we could go around. So if you didn't want to fight these people, you could have climbed up this, went around, went in there, and found the stuff you need. Neat! But I want them damn guns. Although there are plenty of times when you don't need to fight in the slightest. You do not have consequences, yes. We got a helmet right off the cuff. That's perfect. I do think it's random every time you open it, though, so if you want to save and reload and do it over again, you can. I don't. I don't want to do that. We don't have time. We got so much stuff to do in this game, guys. Please. Please. Now, there's also some stuff along to the right. Like this. Some extra credits and all that. Bits, whatever you want. We got a plasma gun. We're getting all kinds of things. It's crazy. Now let's make a hard save because this town is filled with baddies, and I mean filled. What we got going on? We're going to equip this. We're going to disequip this because we're not a melee person in the slightest. We're also going to equip this as well and take away that pistol, even though it's neat. You have to like unequip it in order for it to be a thing. Yeah. Anyways, it's nonsense. Yes, this whole town's filled with baddies, so we got to just go ahead and cut through them. Actually, we don't need to. Yeah, we don't need to, but we probably should at some point. But it's not necessary right now, so let's not do it. Huh? Hey, you heard nothing.
Gonna find you!
No, you're not. I am a ghost. Please don't do this to me. God.
Incoming! Nice
Well, we can do this now, I guess. I don't know what to say. I was debating reloading the save. It was go for body. This is perfect. Bang. Stupid enemies being all jumbled up like that. How? Oh, I didn't know I had only one shot. Good job, Parvati. Fuck him up. Perfect. And now we're cooking with gasoline. I'm encumbered. Good times. Come on. There we go. There's also some more enemies down there, so it's not quite the most necessary thing. And when you're encumbered, you just want to break down some nonsense. For instance, 1,000 swords that we happen to have. Yes. Sure, we'll just open this one just because. Big thing, we should get some stuff. Yeah, we even got a good helmet. Solid. I think I'll give that to Parvati. I don't think it does much for me. A block, which is just good damage resistance for her. But she has a pretty good armor set right now. 7. Yeah, this is 9. Yeah, but this also gives her engineering or tech skill. Sorry, which is engineering. So yeah, we gotta step to it. We're gonna get too long of a video. I better shut up. This is something for me to cut out. Anyways, stop dicking around. Like I said, let's just go ahead and run over there. Ah, my ankle. Let's go over there and get Max's dumb book. To be fair, it's not dumb. It's kind of not the most interesting thing. A quick save. And we're gonna pop this dude in the head. Executed.
Heard something. Incoming.
You did. You absolutely heard something. I also should let my companions kill stuff, because, yeah. Boom! Solid comeback, Parvati. So you can't loot and reload, which is quite frustrating. There we go. And this just has some mines, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Yes. Right there. There's a mine. There's a mine also right there, but I don't want to shoot it just yet, because we'll... Oh, thank God. Whew. Could have been real not good. It could have not worked out. Although there were 2 right there, so I guess that's the comeback. I should always crouch when I do that, but that's a cool thing though, actually. You don't even need to crouch, because the game has enough... Like, you don't need to be hidden in order to gain the benefits of being hidden, you know? Also, you cannot pick up mines. That is not a thing. So, yes. All right, let's travel back to Victor Max's place, and I can't do it when enemies are by, because there's a bunch of enemies above us when we exit this cave. Again, I feel a lot more better about survival and everything as soon as we get another companion, because at that point, you can just keep pivoting between both their attacks. Also, you can build to basically Also, you can make builds where essentially as soon as you activate one skill, it has a chance of refunding the other, so you're just pinging off each other. Also, if I just use a shotgun, I get another skill that says whenever a critical hits something, I have a chance of getting their companion skill back instantly, which for a shotgun that shoots a bunch of pellets, you can get that almost all the time, so you're basically just constantly using your companion's abilities, which are also pretty strong. Anyways, let's give this to Victor Max and do all the things.
Any progress on that matter?
I did. I have it. I got the book right here.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
You didn't want the book to keep others from reading it. You just wanted it for yourself.
Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
At least you still have your mission's work here to give your life meaning and purpose.
Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches. Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Could be a beneficial arrangement. Need a ride out of town? I wouldn't mind a ship hand.
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
Sounds good, let's go. We can talk about his training. He'll just tell you about how he had some, like, rough... He's like a priest that basically had a bad past. Whatever. Spiritual... We'll learn about it in his companion quest, I promise. So it's not like I'm just like, fuck this, you guys aren't gonna know this. It's just right now is not necessary. Sounds good, let's go.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
I like how Max is basically like, yeah, that's great, but fuck it. No, this is gross. This whole town is a hellhole. And it's like, oh, Jesus. What do we want to get? I don't think engineering is necessary yet. Yeah, this is just kind of something that we should put our points into when we need some more damage. Companion armor rating is always good. But I think lockpicking is something I want to nip in the bud as soon as possible, because Parvati is going to take care of us when it comes to engineering and stuff like that. But I want to get lockpicking up, even though it's not necessary right now. Now let's revert that. What's going to come into contact a little bit is the persuasion, of course. So let's put all that in there. Yeah, we shouldn't need to put it into there for quite a while. So good. We got perks, baby! Oh, yeah, and then I think I'll get this next. But yeah, companion crit chance is good. Awesome. All right, now let's go. Now this is the weird part. We need to actually travel back to the Unreliable in order to get access to Vicar Max. Because when you leave your ship is when they ask you, who do you want to take with you? So we're going to say, of course, Max and Parvati. Yeah. Also, I think Parvati's like, oh my god, we're on a ship? This is crazy. Or does she just talk to us when we get near a ship? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's when we get close to beating the quest and we're actually leaving. But now I think we will just leave. And it will say... Oh! Oh, I didn't know that. Wait. I thought that's how that worked. Maybe you need to actually have, like, solved the crisis? That seems stupid. I thought you get 2 companions. Uh-oh. I should buy that stuff for myself. When you have 2 companions, you're quite powerful, but when you don't, you don't.
Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. Because there's no place for him to sit or sleep because he's... Yeah. Okay. Well, my bad. Thought you could get 2 companions. Right at the cuff. I guess not. Can I talk to him and be like, hey, could you like watch my back now?
I'll meet you on the ship when you're ready to depart from
when you're ready to part from it. Okay. Well, we just got our girl Parvati. Okay. Less good, but we can still manage. Like we've been managing before, but still, damn. If only we could have 2 of them. And it sucks because actually I like right after we leave, we get access to other companions really fast. So it's like you don't ever get forced to play with Max. And Max does have some interesting kit. He's just not the most jolly of people to explore the world with. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time again. Subscribe button above me, 2 videos to my right. This has been The Outer Worlds. We're going to keep soldiering on, although I think at some point, probably in the 3rd part, that's where I'll stop and just grind out some stuff so that we make sure we have enough XP and level up to invest in persuasion, engineering, and I think something else that is going to be required for us to get the rather good ending of this event thing, whatever you want to call it. Thank you so much for your time, ladies and gentlemen, again, and hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, and